Welcome to the 2026 tax season. This is for the tax year 2025. So, this is real talk for real people. So, let's get started. What will you need to get started with your 2025 tax preparation? First, make sure you have your social security number, your bank account number, because you should be electronically filing. This is the quickest way to get your refund, and the Internal Revenue encourages everyone to use the electronic filing method. So you also need to make sure you have your W 2. Most people will get their W 2 in the mail, or you may get it electronically, or you may have to go by your employer and pick it up. Some of us people will use a 1099 because they are self-employed, and some people will get the 1099 for investment income. You need to wait for that to come. You need to wait for your Social Security. If you are on Social Security, you have to wait for that statement, any IRA statement that may come. You're going to need any scholarships that are taxable. You can put that together. If you're on jury duty, you're going to make sure you have that information. And if you went to the casino, or if you paid the lottery and you had any winnings, you want to make sure you have that statement also, because you need to add the winnings so you can also make sure you deduct the losses. Make sure you have your child care information together, because you're going to need the name, the address, and the ID number of the person or the daycare center that you're using for your child care. Um, get all your charitable contributions together that you made to your church or other civic organizations. You want to make sure you add up all your medical expenses, because that is very important. You only could take up to over 7.5% of your medical expenses as a deduction. And you want to make sure that you have your mortgage interest statement, and if you had a 1098T for your education. So just take a look at the four big items that came from the big beautiful bill that was passed in 2025. There are four items that you need to know about. And the first one is no tax on tips. You can deduct up to $25,000 in qualifying tip income and on your taxes. It can come from credit card, debit card, or in cash, or any kind of a sharing tip app that the particular employer may have had um, to collect the tips. Now, understand this, that if you did not um, write the tips down or record the tips, and you did not have them with your employer, those tips will not be deducted. Um, and there is a uh, uh, phase out on the uh, amount you can take. As it start phasing out at $150,000, $300,000 if you are married filing joint. The next one is no tax on overtime. So the overtime, if you're single, you could deduct up to $12,500. If you're married, you could deduct $25,000 if you are married uh, filing joint. So the third one is if you are 65 or older, you can deduct up to $6,000 if you are single, and $12,000 if you are married filing joint and both you and your wife are over 65. I want to be clear on that. If both you and your wife must be over 65 to take the $12,000 deduction. The fourth item is interest or loan interest. If you purchase a car, van, motorcycle, or truck in 2025, you can deduct up to $10,000 in interest on your 2025 tax return. The only caveat here is that the vehicle final a destination or final place that it was put together must be in the United States of America. Now, all four of these items, you can take these items whether you itemize your deductions or use the standard deduction. You can take all four of these items, and that's great information to know. So let's take a look at the standard deduction and itemized deductions for 2025. The standard deduction, single or married filing separate, the amount is $15,750. If you're married, the deduction is $31,500, and head of household is $23,625. And on your itemized tax return, there is state and local tax. We call it the SALT tax. Before, the limit was $10,000. This year, the limit is $40,000. So this way make some people look at itemized deductions where they might not have looked at it so closely in the past, going from $10,000 to $40,000 on the SALT tax. So let's look at some of the credits that are available in 2025. You have the child tax credit, which is increased from $2,000 to $2,200,000 per qualifying child if they are under 17 years of age. And you have the earned income credit, which is for some of the low and moderate income families. And for one child, the maximum is $4,328. The maximum income for a single person is $19,104. And if you're married filing joint, the maximum income is $57,554. If you have two children under earned income credit, the maximum is $7,132. The maximum income, if you're single, is $57,300. The maximum income, if you're married, is $64,430. If you have three children under earned income credit, the maximum is $8,046. And if you're single, the income, most your income could be is $64,555. And if you're married filing joint, is $68,665. 401k contributions have increased. If you're under 50, you can deduct from your income $23,500. If you're over 50, it's $31,000. Now, they've added a new provision. If you're between 60 and 63, you can deduct $34,750. So these are the new numbers for if you want to contribute to your 401k. And understand this, you can deduct more, but if you deduct more, understand that any amount that you deduct over the amount that I just told you is going to be taxed. IRA contributions. Under 50 years old is $7,000. Over 50 is $8,000. And the HSA Health Savings Account amounts for, if you want to deduct health care, if you're single, it's $4,380. If you pick the family plan, it's $8,500. So these are just some of the tips I want to give you all that's taking place in 2025. I will be doing other podcasts on and giving more details on each one of the new things that's come out in 2025. If you want to email me, I can be emailed at charlesyoungsr@verizon.net, or you can call me at 410-960-7425. And good luck in the 2026 filing season, and I wish you well.